Hello and welcome to this first lecture in this course, Master in Construction Management. And we are going to take a quick overview of key questions in becoming a Master in Construction Management and the first lecture of that. So in this section, we will give you an overview of construction management. And we will begin by talking about defining the construction management, what all is included in construction management, so that we have a common understanding for the remaining of the course, right? So let's take a look at that. So, what all do you think is included in construction management? Any thoughts? See, construction management is a specialized field in project management that focuses on planning, coordinating, and control of a construction project, right from inception, right from beginning to the end, to the completion. And what does it do? It ensures that the projects are completed on time, within budget, and for at a desired quality standard. So it's a specific field within project management, and it ensures that your construction projects are done in time, within costs, and at delivering the required quality. Now, what are typically included in construction management? Let us take a look at as we go forward in this lecture. So, first thing is to look at is included in the construction management is to do the project planning and development. And there are four things that you need to consider there. One is to do the feasibility studies, where you assess the viability of the project, including financial, environmental, and logistical aspects. Second, you do design management where you oversee the architectural and engineering designs that they meet the client requirements, and then create cost estimates and secure funding, and then develop timelines and milestones using tools like Gantt charts or critical path method. What they are, we will take a look at briefly. So what is a Gantt chart? So Gantt chart basically represents, it's as simple as a chart here where you have tasks on the left hand side row by row, and then there is a schedule of when would the activity start and when would it end. And there is a person responsible for that activity, that task. So that's a Gantt chart. It could be for few important milestones, it could be for all activity. It depends on you what is the width or the breadth of Gantt chart you want to have. But that's it. It shows a schedule of the project. What are the things to be done, and when would they start, and when would they end, and who would be responsible. The second thing is the critical path method. Now, what is the critical path method? Critical path method is a network analysis technique, as you see here, that is used to find out the scheduling flexibility on various logical network paths. So you have many ways to do the project, right? And you need to do all of them. And so it determines the minimum total project duration. And we will talk about that. How does it determine the minimal project duration? So critical path is the path that you have to spend that much time in the project, if even if you do all things right. So that's the critical path method. Then there are pre-construction activities that you need to include in construction management. Now, what are these pre-construction things? So one is the site analysis. You evaluate and prepare the sites, including surveys and environmental assessments. Then you get permits and approvals, securing necessary legal and regulatory permissions. Then you source materials, equipments, and labor. And then you identify the potential risks and create mitigation plans. So all this is pre-construction work that is done in construction management. Then you get into construction management phase, in actual construction phase, and there you start doing the resource allocation, ensuring that you have optimal use of labor, materials, and equipment. Then you oversee the on-site activities and ensure adherence to plan. Then you maintain construction standards and inspect materials and work being done, and ensure that the worker safety and you are adhering to the regulations. So health safety compliance is important part of construction phase management. And there is financial management involved in construction management, obviously. You need to track the costs. You need to and there you need to monitor expenses to stay within the budget. Then there may be changes in scope, design, materials, or budgets, and you need to adjust the budgets accordingly. So managing the change orders and the progress payments, ensure that the timely payment to contractors and suppliers are made, because if that doesn't happen, the project may come to a grinding halt. So these are the aspects of financial management that are to be done in construction management. And there are tools and technologies that you need to use. Now, what are these important tools and technologies? First is what is called building information modeling, where you use 3D modeling for design and construction phase. And the second one is a project management software tools like Procore, Primavera, and MS Projects to track progress and manage resources. And then there are drones that you need to use. You can use an IoT devices for monitoring and improving efficiency. So these are the various tools and technologies included for construction management. Now, let us look at what is building information material, BIM, as we talked about. So BIM stands for building information modeling, right? And it is a process, a collaborative process between architects, engineers, and construction. AEC, architect, E, engineer, C, construction. Now, there you use 3D models to design, plan, and construct buildings. So it's a very useful process. And BIM can also be used to manage a building throughout its life cycle, right? So that's what BIM is, and an important tool to use. And in the post-construction phase, you get into looking at things like handover, ensuring the client receives all required documentation and keys, then punch list management, where you address minor issues or corrections before project closeout, and then provide guidelines for upkeep of for the building by giving the maintenance plans. And then there is warranty management, in which you are required to oversee the warranty services and do the follow-up. So that's the post-construction part of construction management. Sustainability environment management is another important part of construction management. There, you need to incorporate sustainable materials and energy efficient designs by using green building practices, then dispose properly and recycle the construction debris as a part of waste management, and meet standards for eco-friendly construction by one of them is the LEED certification that you see here. So sustainability and environment management is also a important part of construction management. And there is a legal and contractual management, in which you need to do manage contracts between the stakeholders, do the administration of their contracts, then handle disputes and legal issues and manage claims, and ensure adherence to local, state, and national regulations. Comply with the regulations. So the construction management also requires you to have certain professional skills. And what these are, the first set of skills is leadership, negotiation, and decision making, because you will need to lead a large number of people to achieve your goals, and you will need to negotiate with them as well as suppliers and make decisions. So you must have these skills. Second, obviously, you need to understand the construction laws and standards. What are the laws of the land regarding construction? What are the standards? And third, you need to know technically and financially the right things to do. So you need to have strong technical and financial acumen. So these are the professional skills that you need to have in construction management. Right. So what do we do next? So having looked at what all is included in construction management, we will take this question of, are there organizations who have done excellent work in construction management globally, and who are they, and briefly what have they done, so that we can learn from them, and we will do that in the next lecture. Thank you so much for watching this first overview lecture in this course, Master in Construction Management. I hope you are continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy, and I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer your questions, and do download the PDF file to take a look at anything that you need to do.